Hello everyone, let's do now a vlogging test with this GoPro Hero 13 Black. So now I'm shooting in 5.3K wide lens or wide field of view of the camera and 30 frames per second, 16:9 ratio, denoise to the maximum, 10 bit and high bit rate on this GoPro Hero 13 Black. And I'm recording the audio on the GoPro and on my DJI MIC 2 that I have here in order to have a fair comparison between the audio coming from the microphone and from the GoPro. Of course, I'm not going to make a Bluetooth mic test because we already saw lots of footages and lots of videos with the Bluetooth capabilities of the GoPro, and we all know that the audio quality is not as good as we expect it to be, as we want it to be. So this is a test with 5.3K 30 frames per second wide field of view. What do you think about the image quality? Now I'm shooting in the normal color profile, in the standard color profile, and we have on this camera the log profile that was missed in the previous generation of GoPro cameras. We had the flat profile that was not exactly log profile, and yesterday when I posted the comparison between the GoPro 13 Black, the DJI Action 4 and the Insta360 Ace Pro, I got lots of comments about the log profile of this one and how we can enhance the dynamic range with the log profile. To be honest, on such cameras, log profiles are not something that personally I like to use, because I like to have my workflow as easy as possible, as fast as possible. But with this log profile, I'm just curious to test it out. On a quick note, yesterday in my comparison video between the DJI Action 4, the Ace Pro from Insta360 and the GoPro Hero 13 Black, I just noticed that on the Insta360 Ace Pro I was in the narrow mode with horizon leveling 45 degrees. That explains the huge crop in the image compared to the GoPro and to the DJI Action 4. And I would like also to mention that the field of view of the Insta360 Ace Pro is exactly the same of the DJI Action 4 and the GoPro, the wide field of view I mean. And the new Insta360 Ace Pro 2 will have 2 degrees wider. It will be 157 degrees the field of view, while the GoPro and the DJI Action 5 Pro will have 155 degrees field of view. I went back to the same path to make the same exact kind of test, but now with 5.3K 30 frames per second in log profile on the GoPro Hero 13 Black. Of course, I have to color it later on in post on my DaVinci Resolve. So let's see how this kind of footage, this log profile, can compare with the standard color profile of the GoPro Hero 13 Black, so we can have fair comparison. And by the way, this is not a review about this camera. I'm preparing the review that will be on my YouTube channel probably next week, by the beginning of next week. So this is not a review about this camera. This is just a vlogging test in different modes, whether in the standard color profile or in log profile, testing the 5.3K because this is the highest resolution possible with this camera, so I would like to try it out. And of course comparing the audio quality, because yesterday in my comparison test I was really surprised by the audio quality of this GoPro Hero 13 Black. It was really nice without processing, without changing the settings on the camera. Now I haven't changed anything. Let's see how the audio will be compared to this DJI MIC 2. Of course this one will be much better, but let's see if we can only vlog with the GoPro Hero 13 Black, because I think what's most important now is to be able to vlog, to record footages on the go without having to get lots of gears, lots of mics, lights, cameras, lenses, and so on. So can we only vlog with this GoPro Hero 13 Black without anything else? And besides the low light performances, can we use this GoPro Hero 13 Black in different lighting scenes like this one? I'm backlit, I'm in the shadow, so can we use this GoPro for such kind of videos as well? Back to log profile on this GoPro Hero 13 Black. Yesterday when I made the comparison between this camera, the DJI Action 4 and the Ace Pro, the Insta360 Ace Pro, I noticed that this GoPro Hero 13 Black with auto exposure was making great job to expose the footages, especially when we had enough light around, not in low light scenes. And I noticed later on that I had the EV compensation on all of the three cameras set to 0. Normally when I vlog with the DJI or with Insta360 Ace Pro, I lower down the EV compensation to minus 0.3, minus 0.7, and sometimes minus 1. So that means that if I turn these EV comp on those cameras a little bit lower, then we will have a better auto exposure on those cameras. But the most interesting thing is that this GoPro Hero 13 Black is doing a great job even without changing anything on the settings on the parameter if we have enough light. Once again, this is not a review about this camera. I'm going to make a full review about it, the pros, the cons, what we can expect from it, how we can use it in the best way, and where it should be used, where it is better than the DJI, where this camera is better than the Insta360 Ace Pro. I'll talk about all of this stuff next week in my upcoming video about the review for this GoPro Hero 13 Black. Now we are back to standard color profile. Let me know your thoughts about the image quality, about the colors in the comment section below. Let me know which mode you prefer the best on this GoPro. What would you like to see on the review? What are your questions, your concerns about this camera? I'm still shooting in 5.3K, 30 frames per second, wide field of view. Normally I don't vlog with wide field of view. I prefer having the linear plus, but let us have fun with the wide field of view on this one. By the way, there is one thing I didn't like about this camera so far, among some other stuff of course, but we don't have fast charging for the battery, and that's a bummer. I tried to charge it via the camera because I only have one battery. I don't have multiple batteries and double charger and so on, so it took lots of time, and that's not something interesting if we have only one battery. So if I'll keep this camera, of course, the first thing I'll buy is more batteries and a double charger for this GoPro Hero 13 Black, because you all know now that the batteries on this camera are not the same of the GoPro Hero 12, and well, this is the strategy of GoPro to make us buy more stuff every year. This is not something cool, but if I have to keep this camera, or if you have to get a GoPro Hero 13 Black, think about getting more batteries, because one is not enough. For example, I've been doing this video now, it's been maybe half an hour or so, and I've been using this camera just for this vlog now. The battery was fully charged, and now I still have about 50% on the battery, which is not something ideal in my opinion. And concerning overheating, to be honest, I didn't had overheating issues so far. I'll be testing it more this weekend, and I'll include this topic in my review next week. So if you are interested, ring the bell so you won't miss that video that will come very soon about the GoPro Hero 13 Black. We are back in the log profile. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to hit like, that helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, that's a massive help. And if you're interested in this camera or some other stuff that I've talked about previously on my channel, please refer to my affiliate links down below. If you buy via my affiliate links, you don't pay extra money, but you help my channel a lot, so I can keep creating content like this and more interesting stuff for you on this platform. And thank you for watching. Ciao for now.